So you saw video number 1, huh? Well, congrats, you did it. However, if you didn't, get your stinky ass out of this video and go watch the first one. Now for everyone else that followed the instructions, you get to enjoy part 2 of the Why You Shouldn't Go to Humboldt State University series. Now before I start, I need you to do these things. Get yourself a bowl of popcorn and sit your ass in a nice comfy chair, because this is a long thought out rant. And here we go. Number 2, transportation. Humboldt State University advises the incoming freshman class not to bring their personal car their first year attending the school. What they should advise you to do is to never bring your car there. There's literally nowhere to park your car. There are 3 main parking lots on the campus. The one that is in front of the Canyon dorms, the one that is in front of the College Creek apartments, and the one that is behind the BSS building. Now get this in your head. You must share these 3 parking lots with all of the students that attend the school and drive, and you need to share with the faculty of the school. Plus, on a side note, you have to pay almost $300 for the school year to get your parking permit. That money could go for books, maybe. I mean, my oceanography book cost me $300 and we didn't even use it in the class. Then when I tried to sell it back to the school, they said they were no longer accepting the book. So there you go, there's your mini warning. The school tries to compensate for this problem by telling students to take the bus since your ID card acts as a free bus pass. Okay, fair point. However, what they fail to mention is that the bus will only pass by once every hour. This may not seem like a big deal breaker at first, but trust me, it is. Take my story for example. I got out of my class one day at around 3 p.m. and thought to myself, I need some shampoo and some deodorant. I'm gonna go to Target. I take out my phone and call my girlfriend and ask her if she wants to come along. She agrees, and then 15 minutes later we're at the bus stop. It's 4 o'clock and the bus rolls by, and it turns out to be this dick of a bus driver that yells at people and won't stop the bus even if he is about to hit someone. Not joking. I'm pretty sure he got fired after a couple weeks because we never saw him again. But back to the story. Now to get from Humboldt to Target, it's about a 45-minute bus ride. So we finally get to Target and spend a good 2 hours in the store buying all the stuff that we need. This is where the problem begins. It's 6 o'clock, maybe 20 minutes to 7, and it's starting to get dark. Mind you, there are maybe in total 3 street lamps in Humboldt County combined, so when it gets dark, it gets dark. We check the bus schedule to see around what time it would be arriving at the bus stop in order to start walking from the store. That's when we see that for some reason, the bus would not be getting here for another hour. Okay, no big deal. The last bus comes at 9. We're fine. So we get some Starbucks at Target and wait. It's almost 8, so we go towards the bus stop. We wait and we see the bus coming from a distance. It arrives and slows down, and it stops maybe a good 20 feet from the bus stop. We have no idea why, but whatever. We get our bags and start walking towards the bus, only to see the doors close back up and take off not before we saw who the driver was, and guess who it was? That's right, it was the hat who took us from HSU to Target. Panic starts to set in, and we realize that if we miss the next bus, we were completely We check where the next bus is going to be, and it was at a bus stop about 3 blocks away from the one we were currently at. We began walking and reached the bus stop. It is now completely pitch black and freezing. Then to make matters worse, I hear a man talking to himself. I look to my left up the street and see someone staggering towards us, and in his hand I could see the shadow of a big knife. I'm balls, and luckily my girlfriend did not notice yet, so I gently nudged her behind me. I got the biggest thing we bought so that I could hit him with it in case he tried anything in order to at least give my girlfriend a running start. He walks faster and he noticed us at the bus stop. He comes up to me and says, "Look at what I got here," and he shines the knife in my face. That's when I felt my girlfriend panic behind me. I had the box I was gonna hit him with in my hand, and I just started talking to him. I told him, "That's a really nice knife. Where did you get it?" He starts to respond, but I have no idea what he is saying, and that's when I understood that this dude was high off heroin or something just as bad. He had welts on his face and he reeked of piss. Then I told him that I'm pretty sure the people down the street would love to see your knife too, as I pointed to my right down the road. No one was there, obviously. I wouldn't be putting anyone else in danger, but he seemed to believe what I was saying, so he left walking towards the direction I pointed him to. Relief hit us both, and 15 minutes later, the last bus of the day arrives. Now the bus drivers there are horrible, and the streets are even worse, so to get an idea of what it feels like to ride the bus, here's a short animation as an example. If you're thinking to yourself, that would never happen to me, I'm still gonna go, well then fine, but don't say I didn't warn you. If you do end up deciding to go, then there are a few other transportation options. There are the Arcata taxis, but they are expensive since they charge you $7 a mile. There's Uber, but good luck getting one at the time that you need it. And then there are zip cars. Now zip cars suck too, because you can reserve them for a specific time, but you need to pay for insurance monthly for the time that you reserve it, and obviously you must have your driver's license already. To make it sound even more bad, there's only about 4 to 5 zip cars, and again, you need to share it with all students on campus and the faculty as well. This was part 2 of the series. In part 3, we will be talking about the most delicious school food in the world that is served in none other than HSU. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please share it with anyone else that is interested in Humboldt State University, or with anyone you think would enjoy to hear my crazy stories of the school. Please subscribe, and I'll see you all a little later.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons speak with such a screech, you'll shake and shudder